Hi folks, this is Ralph again with our video segment. This time we're going to be recording the needle adjustment to the shuttle hook. And we do have to remove a few pieces of the vinyl on the machine, and this is going to make it easier for you to continue doing the adjustment. So let's take and turn the machine facing you on the left end. We're going to remove the end cap where the light and the needle is, and just remove the screws, and then use this to hold when we remove the other stuff. And also remove the pressure foot and snap-on mechanism, because we're going to be lowering this foot. We don't want to lower it onto the feed dogs. Okay, and then we'll just swing it around on the back side so it'll be facing you. And we're going to remove the two top screws, and also the existing thread spool. That has to be up to remove the back side. And then we're going to remove the last screw on the back end here, like so. And then we're going to lay it gently. Now let's remove this cover here. Remove that. That's easier. And we're going to just lay it on its front side and remove these two little feet on the bottom side. This is the back half. You don't have to remove the front half to do this adjustment. Okay. Alright, then we just take and hold of the tray mechanism underneath here and lift up the pressure foot. And I just take a hold of this little piece here because it's got a little snackle here on it and pop. And just lift it up like this. There you go. I meant that they snap, crackle, and pop. Okay, now this here is the unitized body, and this is an all-metal body. And it's unitized. It's all in one piece, the main body. And then this part here is your lower gear unit. And sometimes they put too much grease down here, which you need to remove this stuff. And if you do run into that situation, clean it with a Q-tip just by moving this around, jocking it with your hand wheel on the machine when it's on the other side. And just clean it around underneath there and get all that grease out there, because they put too much in there. It's not needed. And then of course this is our adjustment we're going to get to over here, because this is your lower shaft. And to do this, we're going to lower the pressure foot, and we're going to turn this back side like so, and just grab a hold of the casting of the machine and the bottom casting. And generally what I do is I put something underneath here. I just happen to have a spool thread, and I'm going to just lay it under here like so, because now if you can see, this is the lower shaft, and then there's a connecting rod that goes from here up to the upper shaft. And this is where the adjustment is, because when you turn the hand wheel, this is when the shuttle will move over here to the left, and then of course the needle still moves. But now what we're going to do is loosen up this Allen screw, which is marked in red. Now there's another one off to the left. This is your black rod, which actuates your feed dog, so don't touch that. This screw right here. And we just loosen it up. Just turn it a couple, 3 turns here. Don't loosen it all the way, just loosen up. There we go. Now, if you notice, we're going to take out also the bobbin case, and then open up the 2 latches and remove the snap ring. And the only thing we're going to leave in here is the hook. And if you notice that the hook is out of adjustment. And how you could tell? Well, there's the needle. Now I can move that needle up and down because we've loosened up that coupler. They call it a knuckle coupler. Anyway, so to get it back to time, what we need to do is turn the hand wheel when it comes down to a certain point and it starts to go on its up cycle. This is when we want to move this, because now we've loosened that there, and generally you can move it with your fingers. Move the shuttle, and you want to get it approximately 1/8 of an inch above the top eye of the needle. And that point of the shuttle hook should be at 12 o'clock. And that's how you measure it. So we're going to adjust it again here. So that looks about where we want it. And then once you get that into position, now also this here can move left to right a little bit. There's a little play in it, so make sure you get it back into the proper position. So if you notice underneath here, the main shaft protrudes beyond the knuckle there, just about 3/16. And then you just tighten this baby up a little bit. Don't tighten it completely tight, just give it a nice little firm turn. And now we're going to check to see how the rotation is, which is a full cycle. Turn it, the hand wheel towards you, on the hand wheel on the right end, and now you can see we're turning it, and then the needle's going to start to go back up, and the shuttle comes up, and there it is. You're back right in time. Because the point of the shuttle, the sharp part, not the bottom fingers, there's two little fingers there, we're looking at the point of the shuttle. And then you just keep turning, and if it goes around, rotates smoothly. Just do it a few times. And now this is when you take, from this point, take and put everything back together, like so. Put the snap ring, push the little locks here, like so. And then make sure your needle's up before you even put your bobbin and bobbin case in. And what I would do is, now you can tighten it up a little bit more. There we go. I mean, don't tighten it up to like you would a regular screw into other things, because that coupler it expands. It can move because it's supposed to. So that's where we're at. We replace this here. Put back your snap-on foot. Now, before I would test it and put everything back together, I would recommend just press your foot back on. Let's see what I'm doing here. You know, it's much easier if you remove and just do the anchor first. Okay, here we go. And just screw that back on. All right. Because that needle must be up above the needle plate before you put your snap-on on. Okay, here we go. Alright, now you're all set. What I would do now is test it. Test the machine, plug it back in, and test it to make sure it works properly. Do a straight stitch, and then when you get through there, then do a zigzag. And if for some reason it's not picking up on a zigzag, then that means you don't have that needle bar down far enough. In other words, you're lower than an eighth of an inch. Straight stitch will pick up. Zigzag, if it's not picking it up, then you need to readjust it. So that's great. We're fine at this segment of this shuttle hook. Our next video will be on replacing a gear. So good luck to y'all. If you have any questions, just give us a call. 800-300-1917. Talk to y'all later and have a great day.